Hello, my name is Starlight. Welcome to my YouTube channel, and I'm reaching out to all of you beautiful souls out there. I hope you're able to get out in nature like Starlight. And lately in the area where I've been, it has been extremely hot. Like today, I believe it's going to be hotter than 100 today in this area. So I'm out here now. This is a kind of part sun and part shade. I do see more shade in this area, but it's hard to say as far as where this trail is going to lead Starlight. So anyway, I hope you're able to get out in nature like Starlight, and I hope that you're being gentle with yourself. Really, no matter what anybody else says to you or say, is that God wants you to be gentle to yourself, but at the same time is work on areas that we all need stuff to work on. So I just prayed this morning, show me what it is that I need to work on. Have you ever done that? So anyway, I do love you. If you are new to my YouTube channel, welcome. And you can find me on YouTube, and that is at Starlight, and that is Kathy with a K, Dingman. You could give this video a thumbs up. That is if you want to be that change more than just want to see it. You got to be it. And besides giving my video a thumbs up, you can also leave a message down below, beep, beep, beep. Plus, you could subscribe to my YouTube channel. And I got to get my little dinger bell. Don't forget the notification bell. That way you do not miss any videos. Plus, you could share, share, share. And don't forget the playlist, because a lot of funky stuff going on there. And you can follow me on Instagram at 1995 Starlight, or on Facebook, and that is Kathy with a K, Dingman Starlight. So here we go. Starlight has been talking about different topics lately, but a lot of it's related to kind of the same thing in a way, relationships. So this is another, not so much a relationship video, but it's going to be a mixture of both. It doesn't matter if it's about a person that you're wanting to get connected with. I don't want to say hooked up with, because when I say that word, it just sounds like, you're just out there to get a quick fix, and that's not what we're talking about. Starlight's not interested in those kind of hookups. So anyway, today I really want to reach out to all of you, because this is the way society is. A lot of people out in the world, and you might be one of them, or you might know somebody like this. And Starlight really never was like this her whole time in her life. This video is about, it's not about what people own or what people have. It's about, who are they? Who are they? Really? It's not about the fancy clothes and the beautiful car and a nice house, or the job that they have and the money that they make. No, it's about who are they. So here we is right now I've been praying to God that God would guide me and lead me and show me what I need to work on in order to to meet my real twin flame. And some of you might have not watched the other videos that I made, which I let people know that I got heartbroken because I got deceived by a man. So now, but you know what? He taught me lots of things. So I am letting that go, and I'm just embracing the part that I am learning, and taking things slower than I did before. So it's so important to slow down. Don't be, that's how a lot of people are when it comes to like relationships, is, they don't even know you, and then they say they know you, and before you know it, you might have not even spent a whole month with them, and you're already friends. They're already claiming you to be a friend. And and then you're like, well, we're not friends. But then they're like, well, I know you. And it's like, no, you don't. You only know bits and pieces that I told you. And you do have to be careful out there in this world, is because people will tell you everything, what you want to hear. And not all people are like that, though, is that you gotta be careful, and you gotta be safe out there, keep yourself protected. And anyway, I gotta look at this sign up here as I'm coming up to it, because I went one trail, but I never went on this trail. So this will be new. I got to figure out, okay, what way do I want to go? And so I guess I'll go to the White Candle Trail is how I'm just looking at all these signs here. That way I can get my way back out of here. So we're going to go up this way. And anyway, it's not in this video, even if you are trying to get to know a friend, you know, try to first you got to find out, can you even get along as friends? You know, sometimes, and this is the thing, there's some people, they're in a rush, and sometimes, and that's what happened to Starlight before with her thought, you know, to be twin flame, is I was in a rush. I really was. And the guy that I thought was my twin flame, he wasn't just reaching out to me, he was reaching out to lots of women because he's a YouTuber, you know. So he wasn't just reaching out to Starlight, he was reaching out to this girl from that country, that girl from this place, this girl over here, and working on me at the same time. And so I know I'm not the only female that got deceived and, you know, a broken heart from the same man. Isn't that horrible? But you know what? I needed that. You know, I really did. I needed that lesson because, you know, you do have to slow down and find out. Let's see, you know, I'm sorry, there's cobwebs here on these. I don't know the spiders out here, so I don't want to have a problem out here because not seeing a spider. But so, you know, when it comes, whoa, talk about spiders. That's a spider. It's like, whoo, that was a close one. Like I said, because I'm the only car out here, so, you know, I'm like the first one coming out here getting all the spiders. So, you do have to take things slow. And like I mentioned in other videos, a lot of people are going from, sorry I'm moving the phone, it's just I wasn't even realizing that I did that. But a lot of people want to go from first base to home run and, you know, make everything quick and rush. And Starlight's, you know, I'm going to run. That's all, you know. When somebody's trying to force their way in my life and, you know, speed things up, sorry, but I got to run now. I got to get out of here because, you know, you're moving too fast. Starlight's not in any rush. And some people might say, oh, I'm in a rush because of my age, you know, I got to hurry up. You know, really, sometimes it's not about hurrying up. It's about working on yourself. Maybe there's a lot of work that you got to do, you know, like, and that's how you're going to draw your twin flame, is because you got to do that inner work, you know, heal yourself, love yourself, get right with yourself, get right with God and stuff. But the reason why I'm making this video is about people get so into checking out what people have and what they own and where they live. And, you know, so, ooh, man, I did walk into another spider web. So recently I met a person and I didn't agree with the person. And, but then, you know, I had some time and I got thinking about what this person said is, where can I find a guy that can accept Starlight just how she is right now? And some of you might be thinking, well, Starlight, you're a freaking girl, man. You're living in your car. What do you have to, you know, give to a man? Boy, see, now that's so shallow right there, you know? See, you don't know me enough to know the work that I'm doing inside of me as a human being. You know, it's an inner work, you know, and I really wouldn't desire a man that would like to get off the grid and live off the land or something like that. So why would I need a person that has a house? You know, why would I need a person that has a house full of junk? You know, so there's people that are stuck. They're stuck in that situation. They want to go somewhere, but they are stuck because why? Because their things. They think their things are more important. You know, they have stuff that they want to get somewhere, but then the stuff is actually stopping them. And I went through this with my apartment. I'm not saying it was easy. I had lots and lots of arts and crafts. I had all my beautiful artwork that I worked on for years. I cried. I did. I cried because I had to let all that go. Is that some people, they're so focused on the stuff. Well, guess what? There's some people, they have lots of money. They don't even need any money. They have tons of money, but they're letting their stuff stop them from going and being where they want to be. They want to be free and they want to do stuff, but they're letting their stuff stop them. So we got to let go of those things in our life and, in relationships. And, this is how the society, how the Hollywood people and how these people, the handful of people that are running the world, this is exactly, they want you to have so much stuff, and I had lots of stuff in my apartment. I had shelves and shelves, and I can't even count how many shelves that I had of artwork, art supplies and all that stuff, and I gave most of it away. I only made a little bit of money really on that stuff. I gave like 50% off on the stuff that I had in my apartment, cleaning stuff. So, it is not about the clothes I wear. And this is, it's not about, like what brand clothes are you wearing? Am I going to get hooked up with you? I got to check out, okay, what kind of clothes are you wearing? Are you wearing brand clothes names? And, some people can get tricked up and deceived by that, because I could go to a secondhand store, get clothes like, they do have them. I actually got to go at a thrift store and got like brand new clothes that had the tags on it. There was stuff that, I could go to the mall and they had tags, brand new clothes at this thrift store. I was amazed, and so I could go to a secondhand store or a yard sale and go out and deceive everybody and get brand, name clothing to deceive all of you and to make you think, yeah, look at me. And I can have all that stuff and still live in my car. So God has put me in this situation here. Woo, that was a spider web. Sorry about this. I actually heard that one. They really worked hard on that one. God put me in this situation to let go of all those things. I planned my whole life to be in this situation where I am. I wanted to have an SUV a long time ago, and I did almost could have had a vehicle a long time ago, but I didn't quite have enough money to put it on the road. I had enough money to buy the vehicle, but it wouldn't have done me any good if I couldn't get it on the road. And I didn't buy it, and I'm glad I didn't, but because I had my kids with me at that time. So, but there's a lot of people that are, they want to go out and travel and, not worry about a house and all that stuff and just, finish their life like that. A lot of older people do that when they get older. They're like, because it took them all that time to realize that they don't need all that stuff, because all that stuff causes so much stress, I've cleaned for so many people in my life, and I did have a job one time. It was a lady that she was a hoarder. She just kept on bringing more stuff and stuff and stuff and stuff and stuff in her house, and it is something how we get people that can't wait, well, not all the time, but sometimes, there's people that end up with their parents' house or whatever, and sometimes they might have, like, it's sad to say where there's a lot of people that can't wait for their parents to pass away so they can own the house that they were living in, and then all the stuff that they have in it, because there are those types out there. Not saying if you're going through that, not saying that you are like that, but, are you letting stuff stop you? You know, I actually, like I said, it was not easy. I had I tried to save as much as I could when I moved out of my apartment, my artwork, you know, that I worked. It was beautiful artwork. And I really was trying to make a lot of it so then one day I could sell it. And, you know, I was carrying that in my vehicle, taking a lot of space. I had lots of it in the back of my car when I started out. I didn't want to let it go. I wasn't ready. You know what? And after a while, it ended up being a pain in the ass having it with me because it was taking up so much space. And then I always had to move it around to get to stuff that I had in my car. And eventually, you know, the value of my stuff kind of was going down where eventually, you know what, I said, you know, I can't believe I did it. And it didn't last too long. I put all my beautiful artwork, I had decoration cubes that I made, and I put them and left them at a park and walked away. I'll tell you what, it wasn't even a few hours. I went back to that same spot and boom. I was thinking maybe people would take one cube or a couple of cubes. No, they actually took all of it. I even had pot leaf ones, you know, they were beautiful. They all just lot of great like love vibration and peace and all that stuff. Beautiful stuff that I made, butterflies and hearts. So but you know, it was messing me up holding so tight on those things that I made and all that. And I, you know, so much God was working on my heart and my mind throughout all the work that I put in this stuff. And you know what? Now I don't care. You know, through this journey here is that I could have gone out and got a job and got me an apartment, but God is doing stuff with me. I didn't think God was going to do all this. God put me in this situation because God knows how much I love nature. And I always wanted to travel. And I have to say, because of my mentor, he was traveling everywhere. And I wasn't jealous of my mentor because he was able to go here and go there and, you know, fly over here. Is that I was like, you know, I can make that happen for me. He actually really helped me to believe in myself and, you know, taught me a lot. So now that I say that is that we got to watch out what we, you know, how we perceive things and what people are doing, is because some people out there, they're always pointing fingers at what everybody else is doing wrong and all that stuff. And I know I got heartbroken. So, whoops, I'm like, there's cobwebs. I just can't break through them. But is that we're supposed to have that part of us, you know, the dark and the light. So that's why, you know, I don't want to listen to people that are pointing fingers thinking that I need to be perfect. Oh, the Bible says this and the Bible says that. You know, I already been there. I already tried to be perfect. So I'm not even going to try to be perfect. I'm just going to be a better version of myself than I was yesterday. I'm not going to compete with you or anybody else. I'm competing against myself right now. So if you're trying to get with somebody and you're just thinking about what do they have, you know, what kind of job do they have and what kind of car do they have? Do I want to, and you know, because this is how people are. I was guilty of it, but not quite as bad as other people. You know, I definitely didn't, you know, like I wanted a guy that was working and making money, you know, but it didn't, you know, we got to not look at like how much money are they having, you know, because to me, their money is their money. It has no, you know, I don't care how much, you know, it's who are they as a person. They could have a lot of money and be miserable, or they could have a lot of money, you know, like my, the guy that I thought was my twin flame, have some money that he wouldn't even have time to spend with me because he's so busy with money. You know, so we all have that dark aspect of ourselves and, you know, a light, and it depends on what you're feeding the most. There's some people, they feed the dark side more. And then there's people like Starlight, I feed the light side more. So don't worry about people, even if I make videos about saying this and that and teaching you about different things, you still have a free will to decide on your own what you want to work on in your life. So don't let me trip you up. It's not about, I'm just a teacher and influencer just trying to help you out in different things in your life. So these things, you're going to have to decide on what you do in your life anyway. So you just got to, don't go with somebody, like especially relationships, just because they own a house. Some people, they get so hooked on that. I used to go on this dating app a lot, and man, if a guy owned a house, then he was like, hey, do you rent or own? What does that matter if I rent or own the place that I'm renting at? What kind of job do you have? Why do you want to know what kind of job so you can figure out how much money I'm bringing home? I had my own cleaning business. So some people, they're so picky on relationships, and then they get with the wrong person, and a lot of stuff brings a lot of headaches. Now you got to pay for all that stuff. You probably don't own your car. Yeah, I own my car. Mine's all paid for. I don't have to do payments every month, only on the insurance. So, just because somebody has a lot of stuff and maybe you're impressed with all the things that they have and the house that they have and the place where they live and what kind of car, they could be miserable every month paying those payments. What about who they are? Forget about what the shit that they have. Who are they? They could have a whole lot of shit and be an asshole or be a bitch. Yeah, I said that. Starlight said that. We're not in church. This is who I am. I could be on here and just talk sweet, kind words to you all the time, but that wouldn't be who I am. This is who I am. This is, I do say shit, and I do say, words like that right now. Until, God's not like gonna like send me to hell because I say these things. God just wants us to be who we are and be real. Don't try to be a clone. Don't try to, be somebody that you're not, because that's the most important thing to finding out who you truly are as a human being, is to not to pretend that, you're one way when you're not. So it has nothing to do with what kind of car you have. It has nothing to do with the house that you have or what kind of family you came from. It's about who you are as a human being, and are you sweet out in public or are you an asshole or a stuck-up bitch? Yeah, I said that. There's a lot of those out there. They think they're so pretty and beautiful, but man, their attitudes suck. And I'm not like that. I get men that get shocked when they see me because they don't even want to look at me because they're like, oh, she's pretty, and because they get these attitudes from, not all pretty women are like that and not good, Same with handsome men that are handsome. Just because they look good on the outside doesn't mean that their heart, is beautiful, So I got some beautiful people on my YouTube channel. I really want to say thank you to Dreamweaver if she does, and I forget the numbers on her YouTube channel. But thank you, I got other YouTubers that are sweet. They reach out and they send me a message. They encourage me. They inspire me. They tell me never, give up. I even have relatives that, and are there loving and supporting. So anyway, I'm going to end this video because I'm trying to shorten my videos. It doesn't matter about what car is my car a brand new car? No, my car is not a brand new car. I don't have to do payments. My car is already paid for. I love the car that God blessed me with. I'm not complaining about my car, and that's where people, they act like, the car that they have, oh, got to get something better to impress all their, forget about impressing people, because they're going to find out what kind of a person you are anyway. You could have all the beautiful stuff. It doesn't mean that you're a good, a decent person. Maybe, maybe you got a heart like coal, so it doesn't matter about what you have. And that's why right now I'm like, God, I really desire to meet my twin flame. I want him to accept me for who I am right here, right now. Could you fall in love with somebody like Starlight that's doing a lot of inside work and might not have a house, that's living in her car? What was that? See, now, so I hear what you're saying, because that's how this world has brainwashed and got people to believe and think, is that, hey, you don't have a car, you don't, like you don't have a job or this or that, but who are you as a person? And it is important to have a car, and it is important to, like have some kind of, God's taking care of all my needs right now. And, until I figure out what God is doing, and God teaches me patience. God is not like the way I hear people from church. They're always constantly bringing that Bible at your face and, preaching, you're going to scare more people away than, you got to be real with people. And, you know, um, I let you know that I ain't got all my shit put together, but I am working hard at being the best that I can be every day. And if I goof up one day, I'm not going to beat myself up. I'm going to let it go, and I'm just going to, tomorrow's another day. So it's not about what you have. I don't care two shits of what you have, really. It's about where your heart is. What kind of heart, where are you going in life, What, like what are your plans for the future? And these are things that I want to find out about the man, that's going to sweep me off my feet, again, is I am open to receive love from a beautiful man out there. I don't care about the money that he has, stuck away, or the house that he has and the things that he owns. No, because really, I would love to be with a guy that would love to travel around and live off the land somehow or another, or in an RV. I don't, I realize, I don't need that stuff anymore. And I do love you. I hope you get a lot of help from this video. So if you're trying to find that guy or girl, or just be a friend with somebody, forget about what they own, and what they have, and what kind of family they came from, whether they have a house or an apartment, like, hey, if I'm renting, an apartment, I'm probably paying more than you are owning a house, doing the payments that you have. So why would it matter whether I rent or own? And if we are going to get married later on, I mean, that means one of us is going to have to sell one of our houses, or the way Starlight would prefer is like, let's both just get rid of our house. If I had a house and you had a house, I'd rather just go and find a place where we can pick together, where there's no memories of any exes in there, ah. It's like, yeah, my ex lived here. Well, I'd rather move somewhere else, the memories are still going to be there, but man, I mean, if they've been in that bedroom and in the kitchen and the bathroom, it's like there's, Starlight's really would rather start off, fresh. I know you didn't see that one coming, but anyway, I do love you, and I really hope you get a lot of help. And thank you, Dreamweaver. You are such a beautiful lady. You got such a sweet heart. And thank you for taking the time to check out my videos. And you could give this video a thumbs up. You could subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can leave a message down below. Beep, beep, beep. Get my little dinger bell here. Starlight's going to go and find a spot to meditate. But don't forget the notification bell. Plus, I think I did say you could subscribe twice. And you can also share. You can also check out my playlist, and you can follow me on Instagram, and that is at 1995 Starlight, or on Facebook, and that is Kathy with a K, Dingman Starlight. I love you so much. I really do. And enjoy your day. Make sure you bring plenty of water. I have a snack here with me. I got my peanut butter sandwich with almonds and raisins. Yum, yum. And I have some oranges and apple, and lots of water. So make sure, you're taking good care of yourself, love yourself, and forget about what they own, because it's not about what they own or what they have or what family they came from. It's about who they are. Anyway, I do love you. This is Starlight. This is Starlight, love, light, and peace.